are two types of people in this world. A splitter and a biter. Which one are you? I'm a splitter. I like splitting it up because then I get to experience two different worlds of flavor. You know what I mean? One half of the Oreo, you don't get the white stuff and it's not as good, so I eat that part first. And the second part is like an overwhelming amount of cream and you're like, delicious. The only time I don't split it up is if I'm dipping. Only time. Pro tip here. You know, if you want to dip it, you put it into a fork and then you can dip it all you want without getting your fingers covered in milk. And without losing the Oreo in the bottom of the cup. Okay, I'm too passionate about this. Let's just continue. 59 people agree. Which are you? Thin crust or deep dish? To be honest, I've never tried deep dish. I know I want to, but I've never experienced it here. Like from what I know, I've never seen it in my area. But I have tried thin crust and regular crust. So that's what we're gonna compare it to. I'm gonna go with thin crust. If I had to pick. I mean, I think pizza's pizza. Like, I think pizza's delicious no matter what. This is my preference. 56 people agree. Damn, I'm too normal. Let me know in the comments what you guys pick too, because I'm curious. What are you? Side ketchup? You know, some of that good side or some drizzle ketchup? I am always, I'm a side ketchup girl. You know why? First of all, the fries get soggy. And I'm not about anything soggy. It goes from a delicious to a delicious. Can't deal with that. Also, you get some of those fries that have way too much ketchup on, and those fries that don't have enough ketchup on. With the dipping method, you can put on as much as you need. And I like to do like a little bit of ketchup and a little bit of mayo and like make a nice mixture. So good. And 86 people agree. Damn, I'm not alone. Which are you? Are you a drumette or a wingette? To be honest, nobody kill me, but I don't know the difference. Like, I know there's a difference. They kind of taste the same. Are they supposed to taste different, or is it just like how you can bite it off the bone? Because to me, my fingers are getting dirty regardless. I don't really care. To me, it's exact same. The exact same. I don't know. I'm really just gonna, you know, just pick anything at this point. Let's go drumette. 64 people agree. Now tell me, what is the difference? Which are you? A brownie with nuts or a brownie without nuts? Honestly, I'm gonna have to go without nuts. But it's hard to mess up a brownie. They're pretty much little tiny squares. Little tiny brown squares from heaven, but I still prefer them without the nuts because I like them soft and not too crunchy, but I can understand why some people might like the crunch. 74 people agree. Which are you? Do you like your fruit sliced or whole? Depends. Am I doing the slicing? Because I'm too lazy for that. But I mean, if somebody's gonna offer to slice it for me, of course I'm picking slice. Because then I feel like fancy F. I'm like, look at me and my fancy apple that's been sliced. But most of the time I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna go with whole. Oh, but you know what is good? Sliced apple dipped in peanut butter. If you haven't tried that, so good. You're like, how good can an apple be? Just wait until you try with peanut butter and your world will be changed. Let's go whole. 45 people are probably lazy like me. Which are you, white rice or brown rice? Now, like, I wish I liked brown rice because it's healthier for you. It's not the same. Like, white rice is like fluffy and delicious, and I just prefer white rice. Always. I don't know what it is. It's just like, it's so good. I'm gonna go with white rice. 73 people agree. Which are you, Pepsi or Coke? Now, this is a debate that can tear apart friendships, I think. But personally, I don't drink either. Something about the fizziness, like, just really upsets my tummy. Like, I'm just like, oh, I die every time. I just can't handle sodas. Every once in a while, like, the most I'll do is, like, I'll take a sip, and then I'm like, I've never been able to finish a can. Ever. I hope that's not a lie, but I don't remember ever being able to finish a can. So, this is just me just picking a random one. So, let's go with Coke, because I see it more often. 68 people agree. Do you like creamy peanut butter or the crunchy kind? I feel like this one's gonna be the first one I'm gonna get that I'm gonna agree with nobody. I love the crunchy one. I just find there's like more texture to it. I know I just said about brownies I didn't like it, but for peanut butter, I like it. I feel like there's more flavor to it, which is all in my head probably, but I definitely feel like there's more flavor. I feel like it tastes better. I feel like it tastes more natural. Like I'm like, this tastes like it has less chemicals in it, even though it's the exact same thing. To me, it tastes more natural. I'm eating healthier because I can feel the peanuts. That's just me. So let's go chunky. See, I told you, only 29% of people agree with me. Which are you? Do you put your Nutella on bread or do you use your finger? I mean, even though the risks are high for eating your finger, I always use my finger. I feel like I don't care about the bread, I just want the chocolate. If I'm craving Nutella, I just want the chocolate. Like I'm like, screw the bread. Get out of here, bread slice. And then I sit there and I eat it with my fingers and it's gross, I know. I know it's gross, but I can't help myself. This is why I can't have Nutella anymore. Because when I have Nutella, I just finish the jar. Like I can't help it. And like you almost don't even notice you eat it until like your tummy hurts and you're like, oh, help me. So yeah, no more Nutella for me. And 34 people agree with me. Oh, 34%, not 34 people. Which are you? Do you like pancakes or waffles? I feel like waffles are what you eat when you're out of pancakes. I always go for pancakes, guys, because you know what my favorite thing about pancakes is? I'm not that big of a fan of like plain pancakes, but I love when they have either blueberries or chocolate chips inside of them because they get all like melted and gooey and just like the blueberries get really sweet and the chocolate gets gooey and it's so good. Waffles are fun to eat though because I like to fill up each of the little squares with syrup, but then I feel like I'm just overdosing on syrup. Like I'm like drowning by the end of it because I wanted to fill up all the squares evenly so they all felt happy and not left out. And then I'm just like, I'm drowning in syrup. And that's what happens. I'm gonna go with pancakes. Pancakes for the win. Pancakes for the win. 58%. Which are you, milk chocolate or dark chocolate? I used to hate dark chocolate and only liked milk chocolate. Like I was like, dark chocolate? Psh. But nowadays, I've been enjoying dark chocolate. I'm like, okay, I can vibe with you. We can be friends. And I'm just like, I feel a little better too because I'm like, this isn't as bad for me. It's not as unhealthy as milk chocolate. At the end of the day, I think milk chocolate has a very special place in my heart because it's just so damn addicting, okay? It really is. I think I need to stop eating milk chocolate. Let's go for it though. 75% of people agree with me. A biter or a breaker? Who eats chocolate like this? The lines are there for a reason. Oh, you just like... Why? Now you're ruining it for the next person. Unless you're just having that whole bar to yourself, then you bite away. But if you're sharing with other people, I hope you're a breaker. Because this just made me cringe on a whole other level. 82% agree. Which are you, a crust eater or a crust leaver? I can be both depending on my mood. Like if there's a dip, you know I'm dipping that crust into the dip and eating it. If there's not a dip, it depends on the pizza because sometimes crust is gross, sometimes crust is delicious. It really depends on the pizza. But nowadays, sometimes the crust is filled with cheese. Technology has come a long way. I'm gonna go with crust eater. 73 people agree. Which are you? Do you like to stack your bagels or separate them? Separate it all the way because then it's like you're eating two bagels. I feel like you get double even though it's the same. I mean, you get double like the topping. I feel like you would put more topping on if you separated them than if you stacked them. And then it's like the topping is what makes the bagel. So I'm gonna go with separate. 71% of people agree with me. Which are you, cake or cupcake? Cupcakes are pretty much like the tiny versions of cake. I don't know. Cupcakes are super cute. Like aesthetically, I'm like cupcakes because cupcakes look really cute. But taste-wise, I feel like I've like had better cakes than cupcakes. Maybe I just don't know how to cupcake, but I'm gonna go with cake. 64% of people agree. Which are you, a pourer or a dipper? Like I've never had this. What even is this? Is this? Okay, so I think this is yogurt, and then you got the flavor on the side. Now, what would I do? I would probably be a dipper, even though this looks kind of dirty. Like, oh, they've made a mess. I don't know. Dipper. Let's go dipper. And only 41% of people agree. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. Stay awesome, stay sweet, and don't forget to be nice to each other. Bye-bye.